Peace to all of the kings and queens that's out there. This is your brother, the 13th letter to the cipher, and we are BACKAGAIN today on another great sunny day. And it's always a great day when you are above 6 feet from being under, okay? How are you all doing? Like, this is like week 2 of being held hostage by Corona nationwide. 21 states locked down with National Guards. Uh, it's bananas. It's bananas out there. You have the Detroit Police Department, uh, 25 cases of coronavirus positive on the police force. New York police cops. You know, it's just mad out there. It's mad. It's mad. How are your streets looking? Are they chemtrailing anywhere in the sky? They have today. They have done that today. Why? I don't know. Let me get a little bit more comfortable here. Yeah, but what your streets looking like? What have you all been doing to curb your appetite for streets since this corona lockdown has taken effect? Me, I've been outside. I've been out. I've been out having a ball. Having a ball despite the crazy talk that Donald Trump has been talking about, saying that it would be a great job if only 100,000 people are infected versus 200,000, which they are projected to, that they are looking at. That's outrageous. How could you say that you've done a great job when there's 100,000 people infected with COVID after the fact that you say that the United States had a hold on it? How does that make you look as a president? I'm just saying, and it's going to get worse because the stock market is going to crash. And I can't say what it's going to be like, if it's going to be like 1929, stock crash when the depression hit, but it's always crashing and it always recovered. And if you got some money, this is a great time for you to invest. So in stocks, and I'm talking about whoever got money. Hopefully some black people can get together and pool their money together so that they can buy some stocks in something that will generate income for them, their grandchildren, and maybe the next 2 generations after that. If you have any type of sense, that is what I highly recommend that you do, okay? Yeah, and speaking of this corona thing, 10,000 deaths have been reported in Italy, and no corona check, no corona, virus check when you go to the doctor if you owe child support. That's sort of outrageous. Denmark, effective in October, will be having their police forcing residents to take the coronavirus test. If you haven't been tested in Denmark, the police will make sure that you will be tested for the virus starting in October. However, that is something that is not far-fetched from being or taking place over here in the US, which is something that we will get to in a minute. This thing will have people like screaming for the vaccine. But common sense to tell you this: if you get the vaccine, that means that they're giving you that which you are trying to avoid. Are you making any type of sense? You are willing to give up your power as a human being to say no and say yes, give me this, when you don't have it already. Am I making sense to you? Why would you go to somebody to give you something that you don't have? If you're going to get it, your body will fight it off itself without them injecting it into you. Am I making sense to you? Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense to you all. Not to mention the fact that we know that vaccines have stunted the child development growth of children mentally. Have you seen the children that's in school? Have you seen how they read, how they calculate math, how they cannot express themselves? 16, 17 years old can't express themselves. You have eighth graders who can't read, do division, yet educational institutions are passing them to the next level, to the next grade, on to high school. That's outrageous. But this is what's going on, the dumbing down of not only children, but American people in general. Now, you say, Mo, well, you still have the elders that's giving up some type of wisdom to the people. Really? Where are they? I mean, look inside your family. Who's giving up the wisdom? These people are all dying. In fact, this coronavirus, COVID-19, has really affected those who are elderly. You have some cases where you have young people that was infected and whatnot. In fact, I know of a young lady, Christina Mejias. She is infected with coronavirus right now, and they say she's fighting for her life right now in one of those hospitals in Jersey. I'm just saying. So let's send Christina some great energy, good vibes, recover. That's all we can say. Okay, so it's real, but it's not like they say it is. In fact, there is video footage that you can go and see how this young, I can't say she's a young lady, but she's a woman that's over there in England, and she caught these people talking about the coronavirus and how this man was dead when the man was not dead. He had just spoke to the police downstairs and they took him to jail and they reported him as dead. We can, so that makes us, like sort of not look good with the numbers, not me, but them. So that makes them a little suspect with the numbers. So all of these numbers not truly accurate, but they hype them up to keep you in a panic mode. Am I making any sense? In fact, it's like it's a test run. This is a test run for something that is to come. This is a test run for something that is to come. And this I have said in one of videos, something dealing with the coronavirus. Okay. Which video? Just look under corona, you'll hear it. But yeah, it's this is like a test, not just nationally, but globally. Because you even have the UK right now. The UK say that things won't get back to normal according to their political figures. They won't get back to normal until maybe 6 months from now. Okay, so Bill Gates was absolutely right when he told you that don't think that this is going to disappear around April the 24th, because it's not. In fact, you really need to take heed to what he said, because he also told you about this virus that was coming in 2015, and he talked about this one here. So, I'm just saying. In fact, speaking of this, Bill Gates and how he predicted it, it's funny how Netflix got this pandemic series, that which we're facing right now, 3 days. They put it up 3 days after the first case here in the US. Put it on Netflix 3 days later. They already have this stuff ready. It's on their shelf. Okay? In the back room. In the film bank over there. Somewhere in their Hollywood studio. They have it ready. And they've already told you what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. But some people just are not paying attention because they told you that they were going to do this. So expect that what you see in these movies. Expect that. Expect that. And while all of this is going on, something else is going on too. Something else is going on too, but I'm going to get to that in a hot second. In a hot second, while I'm on this corona thing, I want to talk about the choir members that were up there in Mount Vernon, Washington, who actually went to church, started rehearsing. There were 121 choir members or members of the church, and only 60 showed up. But out of those 60, 2 had died. One was in the hospital. So the other ones were infected, but not sick enough to go to the hospital. So I guess Jesus really didn't work it out for them because it left 2 dead. I'm just saying, crucified to the cross. So when they really say, you know, some people got it and don't like conjure up together to make a big crowd, wherever you at, Jesus is not going to work it out. In fact, Jesus, according to my Christian family, he's absent right now. Okay, where is he at? But we spoke about that in another video. Where is God? We don't want to get off into that right now. We're going to stick straight to what we're doing now. But with this corona thing, you also have to look at what Trump just signed. Not only did he just sign the stimulus package deal type things, which is proving that America could have been paid Black people their reparations. Okay, could have been did that. This stimulus package proved that. In fact, if we would have gave the Black people reparations, or will give the Black people reparations, you know how much that's going to stimulate the economy? I mean, these are the educated people that you vote for. I'm just saying. And speaking of voting, Hilary Clinton, did you hear what she said? Did you hear what that white trash chick said? Talking about forget all of the sexual cases and misconduct that is against Joe Biden. Vote for him. You see what kind of trash that is? I mean, it's really funny because for the people who don't know, all of these people are cousins. They are related some kind of way. When you run for president, you have to be related. All of these people are family members. If you think I'm lying, just do your research. And you'll find out which presidents are cousins. And all of them are family members. The same line of blood with presidency that takes place here in America. The same royal bloodline takes place in other countries, Spain, England, Wales, Germany, all of these rulers. All of it is it's a bloodline. It's not nobody outside of the bloodline. And these people are related. They even say, hell, Prince Charles got it good. Let him die. He hasn't done nothing for me. Has he done anything for you? He's important because he's important to them over in that country, but they're still the sister country to this country. Okay? I'm just saying, these people in countries, these world leaders are all in cahoots to have you panic. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, it don't happen, that people haven't died, because people have died. But it's going to get worse. Some experts, resources, say that in 2024, they're going to have this flesh-eating virus. Now, that's not far-fetched, because that reminds me of some research that I was doing in regards to the Malaysian plane that was supposedly had disappeared. But for people who think outside the box, you know that that plane was jacked, and there were 3 scientists on that plane who had a patent for a flesh-eating chemical warfare design. Okay, and that plane that they were on just happened to comes up missing, but now the Carlyle groups own that virus. Think about that. Now, Speaking of viruses, have you noticed that how maybe like every election year that comes around, there's a virus like maybe like every 4 years recently, in the last 20 years, 30 years? Just think about that. But getting back to what I was saying, what Trump did, he signed that 5G thing. So 5G is going up everywhere. It's going up everywhere. Do you know what that's going to do to your brain waves? It's going to make you zombies. And like I said, they just took the patent from these three scientists. They killed, I believe they killed them. That's just my thought. What else would you do with scientists that you take their flesh-eating biochemical war design and kill them? And now the Carlisle groups own it, and you got all these zombies movies coming out where they're eating people. So could it not be too far-fetched, people? I'm just saying. This corona thing is also patent. They say that it is also patent. According to experts, it is also patent. And they say that the U.S. has a patent on it. I have to do some more research on that, but this is what some doctors say. Not what most say, but what some doctors say. You see, and with this 5G, with the killing of the elders, removing all of the science and the people who will fight against the so-called system, they remove them and have these young, vibrant, programmable young people bringing in artificial intelligence with this 5G. Everything is going to be AI. Are you serious? What do you have right now? They want to make everything, they want to make you so smart that you're dumb. They want to give you everything that you think is smart because they make you dumb. What do you have? Smartphone, smart car, smart watch, smart tablet. You know what I'm saying? And you remember all of this information that you used to remember, like numbers, phone numbers. You don't remember those numbers now. You just push a button on your phone, dummy. Remember your husband's phone number or your wife's phone number. You just put wife or husband, and boop, there it goes. You know, grandma or mom. You don't even know their number anymore. Dummy down your mind, getting you ready for the 5G brain waves. Not only will you have zombies walking around, you have people full of cancer walking around because of the radiation that's been exposed. You know what it's going to do to the minds of the kids on top of this vaccination? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And you think that all of this is going to be over. I tell you what. Now, I haven't researched this, but I will tell you this. They got something going called ID 2020, and everything is going digital. See, like I said, the smartwatch, the smartphone, the smart tablet, smart car, all of that there, ID 2020. Check that out. I haven't really gotten down on it, but I'm just informing you of it so you can go research some of it right now for yourself. And on my next video, or if you go on Mo Powers, when I do go live or upload a video, I will discuss more in detail about that ID 2020. And it's dealing with chips. Just like your phone is a chip, just like your tablet is a chip. They already got you marked, the mark of the beast, with the chip. Now they're just looking to put the chip inside of you. Now just think with the vaccines, right? You can't even go to work when all of this is over unless you get vaccinated. I'm just throwing that out there. If you're working with kids or working with the public, they may try to force that on you to work. In order for you to be employed, you have to get the coronavirus. Huh? You all think about that. Just throwing stuff out there. So I don't know what to tell you. Just stay positive. What you got here in this house? Real talk, brother. I appreciate that. Wise thinker. You might have. What? You're right. More pandemic. Yes, more pandemic is on the way, brother. More pandemic is on the way. But people are not going to be mentally prepared. So I was going to ask the question, are you mentally prepared? Because it's going to get worse. And the answer to that is no, most people are not prepared. Now, according to my brother, right? I have to give this to my brother. We were talking, and he was saying, what was the first thing that people went for in the stores? What was the first thing that they ran out of when they heard of this panic rush? And I'm like what? You know, what did they run out of first? Toilet tissue? He like, no, meat. He said meat. So that back to the zombie thing, the flesh eating thing, the virus, and that Malaysian plane, and those 3 scientists that were on that plane. You understand? Because Americans are addicted to eating meat. So when they don't have no more meat to eat, and they didn't kill all of the majority of the animals, wildlife in the rainforest and in the wild, so you don't have any meat to eat except yourself. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother, for that. I did not come up with that one. One of my brothers came up with that. Hey, it's not far-fetched. I mean, you got cannibals going on right now. Look at, do you all remember Jeffrey Dahmer? He's just one of them. He's just one of them that got caught. Do you know how many people are eating other people right now? You have people right now that eat people. Yeah. You'll be surprised at some of those things that they do. Those who are involved with the Aleister Crowley circle. You'll be amazed at some of the things that they do. And you don't even have to be a part of that, because I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer was, but I'm just saying. You think about that. You think about that. Even in, if I'm not mistaken, it's in that the book that the Christians read, and it's also in the Quran that the Muslims read, if I'm not mistaken, that it speaks about how people are going to be eating their babies. Now, I don't prescribe to either one of those, no school of thought in regards to man-made religion. No. However, when they run out of meat, who are they going to eat? Will it be you? Will it be you? Will you be the victim of, what's his name? From Silence of the Lambs? I'm just saying, you all think about that. What else we got going on here? Vaccinations. Just think about that. I done said enough. I done probably said too much already, but you all vibe with that. I'm glad that I was able to drop that off to you. You won't see me for a couple of days. I'm going to do a lot of researching. I got another page that I'm on. Check out MoPowerZ, Mo Powers. We got it popping on that page, you all. And we got it popping on the Mo Powers Facebook. So check that out as well. And by all means, if there's anything that I've said that you like, by all means, press that subscribe button. Press that bell button after you hit the subscribe button. You can press thumbs up. You can communicate the information that you got here with your neighbors, with your friends, with your relatives, anybody that you come into contact with, or just strike up a conversation, seeing that all of us got all of this free time on our hands, okay? Don't forget to exercise, you all, because that's very important. A lot of people are going to pick up mass weight during this massive layoff and this crash that is coming soon. Never like you've seen it before, not in my generation. Okay? So be prepared. And like I said, learn how to read a map, learn how to read a compass. If you don't have one, get one. Have your canned goods, have a bug out bag. You know, make sure you got vitamins, you got some antibiotics, you know, first aid kit, stuff like that. Plenty water. Have something to trade with. Have something to trade with. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. And April 24th is not gonna do it. And there's no more school for the rest of this year. So when September comes to play, believe me, those kids will be getting vaccinated, forcing, or you can't go to school. That means some mothers can't get that government check, can't get them food stamps because your child not vaccinated. Don't you see the game that they're playing on you? Don't you see that they're killing us? Don't you see that this is a mass depopulation of human life? And that this here is only a test run to see what your reaction would be. Think about that. It's your brother, the 13th letter to the cipher. Stay away from the popo. Don't drink and drive. Don't smoke weed in your car while you driving. And have some love, peace, and respect for yourself. Until the next time, it's your brother. Thanks for viewing.